Hi there, welcome to Bajerski YouTube channel. The world is changing every single moment of every single day. The one thing that is constant is change. So why is it we so fight against the change? Why is it that we feel that it's important to dig our heels so deep that it's hard for any resistance or any movement? One thing I noticed in life was when I was in Bali and I was swimming at Karma Beach, believe it or not. And it was a special treat. The beach is beautiful. To get down, you have to go in a gondola. And it's really, really beautiful. So I was lying there, I thought, I'm going to go for a swim. So I went for a swim, and before I knew it, there was kind of a riptide or whatever they call it, where you feel yourself being pulled out. And it's never happened before. And in that moment, many things crossed my mind. Death drowned in. The fear of nobody being able to hear me because I was so far out. The embarrassment of even having to shout out. All of those feelings started to kick in my mind, and the fear grew and grew. The more I swam towards the shore, the more I was pulled back. Something came over me at that particular moment, and it was a feeling of warmth, a kind of an energy of protection. And from one moment of being in complete and utter darkness and fear to a moment of serenity, inner peace and stillness, I followed that feeling and I went with it. And all I could hear was a gentle whisper, and it kept repeating, flow. So I stopped fighting. I was out of breath anyway. Instead of being on my front, I went on my back and just calmly allowed the waves to take me to where I was going to go. Within 35 minutes, I'd broken free from that feeling and that pressure and that riptide, and now I was easily flowing back to where I should be. So I turned over and started swimming back, and it was all fine. If we look at life and we look at humanity, it will be easy to see that 99% of humanity would have drowned out of fear. No trust, only fear. And in that fear and that moment, panic sets in. Once panic sets in, there is no logic. There is only a fight for survival. The fight, of course, is within your own head. So I find it interesting that spirituality, learning to understand life, understanding that there is no such thing as time or space, and that the flow of life can actually save your life. So this is where I am today, and I turn to you and ask you this question. Are you in fear? Are you panicking? Are you fighting? Because if you are, all of those things are going to take you so down that you'll feel like you're drowning. There will be no resolution. There will be no answers. There's only confusion there. There's only sadness and suffering. And some people will call it anxiety. Some people will call it depression. And I think, just like I said, 99% would have drowned. Right now, there are many people drowning in the illusion of the riptide, the illusion of not being able to move forward. So I guess today is a good opportunity for all of us to stop fighting against the current and just go with it, and more so to trust that everything will be fine. Now this in itself can take a lifetime, if not hundreds of lifetimes. Nobody says you'll do it in a day, nor a year, but at least you can start. I think it's one of the most important tools that I have right now, that have helped me along my journey of life. When you flow, you don't react because you trust. When you flow, you don't pressure yourself with time. When you flow, you receive inner peace, a stillness, a calmness that can't be explained. So in truth, to flow in life has to be one of the most important decisions you make. Most people will be watching the screen now and say, well, it's easy for you to say. I have a job. I have family. I have burden. I have worries and fears. And again, that's 95% of humanity already defending the non-flow, already defending the suffering that they go through. So I wonder if you're battling with me now, thinking about this, using excuses to come up with so you don't have to even try or make any effort. I've been through it all. I've done all that. And I know coming out of the other side after that conversation with myself or with people who talk about the flow, just at the beginning of my journey, I used to fight and say it's BS and this is nonsense, it's fluffy. Well, let me tell you guys, that nonsense and that fluffiness has kept me right where I am here today, instead of at the bottom of the ocean. It's something to think about. I'm wishing you all a lovely day, guys. It's a very peaceful day. I've just finished meditation. That's why I'm a little bit feeling a bit all that negativity is left. It's great. Have a great day, guys. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Time to flow. Take care.